Kagero, can we talk?
Oh, sorry. Can it wait till later? I was about to go work out in the gym.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry to turn down your invitation. I have to work hard every day to be this awesome, so I can't afford to skip.
I didn't know he worked out. I suppose I could do with a little working out too. What? Nobody's here. Does that mean he pretended to come here and then turned invisible? That's strange. Haruka, you have a second? I don't see Kagero. Do you know where he went?
What, you can't see him? Did he?
Do you have an idea where he is?
Kagero behaves himself in front of girls, but when it's a group of guys, he gets really inappropriate. He was talking with my brother about some perverted situations involving his invisibility, and I was mortified. Something about being able to peep in the shower room while invisible.
That's disgusting.
Well, I don't think he was serious, and I doubt he'd do that in the hideout. I'll go check his GPS location. Huh? These coordinates are outside the hideout. He left the compound and is on the move. It looks like he's heading towards Mizuhagawa.
Why is he going there?
I don't know, maybe taking a walk?
I should go check it out.
Okay, be careful.
According to Haruka, Kagero should be around here. There he is. It doesn't look like anything's wrong. Maybe she was right and he's just taking a walk.
Hey now, am I really that untrustworthy? I guess I am.
You noticed I was here? I didn't follow you because I was suspicious. I was just a little worried.
Either way, you're right not to trust me, considering everything I've done up till now.
So why did you lie to come here?
Oh, I was feeling a bit bored. Sometimes I just want to be alone for a little while, and this was just one of those times. I'm fine, really.
You don't look fine. At the very least, you're not like your usual self. Is something wrong?
Hey, why do you go on living?
Where did that come from? I don't understand the question.
Your beloved sister Naomi died, right? I'm asking you how you can still go on living. What's your motivation? It's already been 2,000 years. 2,000 years that I've lived in a world without my daughter. Can you imagine what that's even like? I'm just empty. I've lived this long to protect my daughter's existence. But once I do that, I don't have a reason to live. When I looked up at that moon, I'd feel hate, nostalgia, all sorts of things. But now, I feel nothing. It's like I'm already half dead. I guess that's what it means to lose the people we love. Is it different for you?
I'm not empty. I'm only alive now because my sister protected me. That's why I can't let my life go to waste. I have to live on. For her. Because I lost my sister, I have to live to make sure that tragedy never happens again.
Young people can be so positive.
You're an old man who's lived for 2,000 years. If you've got time to feel sorry for yourself, why don't you do something meaningful? If you feel like your life is empty, then use the time you have to think about how to fill it.
Don't call me an old man. Kids these days are so harsh. Did you really need to say all that?
This is all just a joke to you.
Don't put it like that. This is my style. Fill the emptiness, you know? You know, getting left behind by time really sucks. It's a lot harder than you can imagine. I came all the way out here because I didn't want you to see me down like this. I'm so lame.
Yes, very lame. Your daughter would think so too.
Now that's really depressing. Fine. It's time to bust out the super cool Kagero to win back you and my daughter.
I'm looking forward to it.
There's a rumor lately that I've been using my power to spy on people. I would never do that, you know? I mean, I can't say I haven't thought about it. Do I look desperate enough to spy on people?
It's because you're always so thoughtless, but I know you're not like that.
Oh? Thanks. That's my Kasane. I like that you're always so cool-headed.
What? You wanted to get closer to me? Aw, shucks.
I guess I would like to understand you better.
You're an intriguing person, Kasane. I apologize if that sounds strange. I meant it as praise.
It didn't bother me.
I'm glad. That practicality may be your greatest merit.
You're an interesting person. I would like to learn more about you.
Really? I think you're much more interesting than I am.
Oh, Kasane?
What are you so startled about?
Nothing. I didn't think I would be able to talk to you. I'm sorry for being startled, but I was just so happy to be noticed. Have we become closer?
I'm not sure.
You're really strong, Kasane.
I think you're pretty strong too.
I don't mean in battle. I mean mentally. Nothing ever gets to you. I always get overwhelmed by everything outside of battle. That's why I want to learn from you. Do we understand each other a bit?
I feel like we've come to understand each other a little better than that.
Oh, thanks.
Kasane, are you free to talk?
Yes. What do you want to talk about today?
Oh, not here. The kitchen is empty right now, so let's go there.
Huh? Alright, let's go. So, what's this about?
It might be a touchy subject for you, since you are one of the design children made in Togetsu.
Yes, what of it?
How do you feel about your existence being the result of an experiment?
How do I feel? I'm not sure how to answer that.
Do you feel bad or conflicted about being an artificial existence?
Well, it's something I learned just recently, so it honestly doesn't feel very real yet. Finding out my entire past was a lie definitely filled me with shock and anger. But it's not like my birth affects who I am now, so it hasn't been an issue.
You're steadfast. And that's precisely why I wanted to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
I...
You don't have to force it. I can go to another room and wait for you to calm...
Wait! I'm a dud. I was born without powers, but they ran experiments on me when I was a child, which led to my gaining them. So while my situation is a little different from yours, I'm also an artificial psionic. It's something I've been struggling with for a while now. My power was given to me. It's not my own. Maybe it'll disappear one day, and I'll be nothing.
The other day. That's why you asked what I'd do if I couldn't use my powers.
Yes, I wanted to know how you felt since you were also created by an experiment. How do you think one can overcome their fear of possibly losing their powers one day?
You're asking me because you want my frank opinion.
Yes, that's right.
Then I'll be honest with you. I don't understand why you're so worried.
Is that because you're not a dud?
No, I don't mean it like that. It's because I consider powers to be just one tool out of many.
Just one of many?
If you can't use one, then just use another. There are other ways to fight besides powers. Even if I didn't have them, I'm sure I'd find another way to try to protect Naomi. Whether you have powers or not, your feelings won't change. What's important is not how you do it, but what you do.
What you do? I see. I should apologize.
What are you talking about?
I kept telling you before how similar you were to my brother, but I was wrong. My brother will greedily try to obtain powers to fulfill his own agenda. By force at times. You could say he is almost possessed by the powers. However, you don't care that much about them. If they're not available, you're flexible enough to choose a different method.
I don't really understand, but you're basically saying you don't think Karin and I are similar anymore.
Yes, because you're not. I was conflicted at first, but I'm glad I told you. It seems I was being a little too closed-minded. That might be similar to my brother. You've helped me feel a little better. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Thank you for trusting me with your secret.
You can talk to me anytime if you're ever struggling with something. Like your muscles.
I don't think I'd ever be worried about my muscles, but I'll keep that in mind.
Kasane, how long do you train each day?
I think I train as much as necessary.
As far as I can see, you seem to have muscle. I'd like it if you allowed me to create a training program for you sometime.
You and I think very differently. That's why I find you so interesting.
I don't feel that way. Plus, you have an interesting way of looking at people.
Are you going somewhere, Gemma?
Yeah, I'm heading to the abandoned subway to do some thinking.
Abandoned subway? What's he going there for? Wait, that's where my sister... Is he still blaming himself? I should talk to him about that.
So you came here too?
Yes, I wanted to talk to you.
You did?
It seems like you still feel responsible for what happened to Naomi. It isn't your fault she turned into another. There's no point in you blaming yourself.
You came all this way just to say that?
Well, you felt guilty enough to come all the way here.
You're right. It's probably presumptuous of me to think it was all my fault. Still, I can't forget what happened to her. It's sad to think this is how I behave after the decades I've fought.
I don't think it's sad, just surprising. I thought your experience would allow you to cope better than this.
That's what I thought. You don't have time to falter when a friend dies in battle. Our role as members of the OSF is to bottle up our feelings no matter what happens, and fight until the last other is killed.
But you haven't been able to control your emotions. Do you have any idea why?
I must be at my limit. I've lost too many friends. Friends of many years and rookies like Naomi. While everyone else lost their lives, I'm left standing here, my retirement drawing closer.
You make it sound like it's bad that you're alive.
I feel guilty. The young people with promising futures die, while someone like me with not many years left is allowed to live. That's why I was so committed to protecting the young members.
I know that you wanted to protect Naomi. However, there's no point in regretting the past that way. You're better off focusing on what needs to be done right here and now.
I know that.
Gamma, behind you! Good reaction.
The enemy was just weak. I can still fight for now.
What do you mean for now?
I'm old. I'll have to retire soon. When I retire, they'll stop administering the anti-aging drug. My body will begin to grow old and my power will gradually diminish. As someone who's had to rely on my power for decades to survive in battle, I'm a little worried about its strength diminishing.
I do remember reading something about that.
It might be the distant future for you, and it's just around the corner for me. Many retired soldiers have a hard time adjusting to civilian life after being in the OSF for so long. There are those who have nowhere else to go after society throws them out. No family or friends to rely on.
Are you saying you'll be one of them?
Yeah, I spent most of my life in the OSF. I can't do much other than fight. How is someone like that supposed to live outside the military? I'm ashamed to say that I'm afraid of that day coming. If I have to live on carrying these feelings for my fallen comrades, then I think I'd rather die in battle. I'm sorry. That was a stupid thing to say.
I don't understand. If you're serious about wanting to die, then I misjudged you. You say that you're the only one left alive, but it's not like you've survived this long on your own. Even my sister was worried about your health. And you just roll over and die? That's so selfish.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. I'm leaving. Goodbye. What is he thinking? Naomi was so concerned about him. It's not like I haven't thought about giving up my own life if it could help save her. But that would only make her sad. I thought he would have figured that out.
How are you doing, Kasane?
What do you mean? Could you be more specific?
Like physically? No, never mind. It's not a big deal. I think I understand the kind of person you are.
I feel the same way. I hope we're able to interact a little more.
Kasane, do you have time to talk? I wanted to apologize to you for the other day.
Alright, do you want to talk here?
No, let's do it in Seiron. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there.
Okay. Gamma.
I'm sorry to bother you about this, Kasane.
It's fine. I wanted to talk to you too. To apologize.
Why? I'm the one who should say sorry. You don't have any reason to apologize to me.
I just dumped all my feelings on you without any regard for yours. If I'm being honest, I still don't think I completely understand how you feel right now. However, after everything I've experienced lately, I think I can imagine it a little.
Did something happen? You really felt like you wanted to die?
Not me, Naomi. She said that she didn't want to live anymore. She didn't want to live as an other, her sanity being maintained with medicine made of human brains.
She said that?
I didn't understand her at the time. I wanted her to live no matter what it meant, but now I partly understand where she's coming from. That feeling that makes you want to run away from life when things are so incredibly hard and painful. If that's what you were feeling, then I realized I didn't have any right to complain to you.
Thank you for understanding. Let me just say it again. I shouldn't have unloaded my feelings of self-pity on you. I'm old enough to know better. So I brought you something as a token of apology.
Is that a packed lunch?
Yeah, they're all from the recipes Naomi gave me. I don't know if you're hungry or not, but maybe you'd be willing to give them a taste.
Thank you. I wanted to taste what her recipes were like.
This is stir-fried mackerel and green peppers. This is vegetable namul, and that's shredded meat.
Wow, you really went all out.
I'm still learning, so I've burnt some of them. It may not look appetizing, but it should still be edible.
I'll take this then. Not bad. It does remind me of my sister's cooking a little.
Really?
Yes. It doesn't even come close to the real thing, though.
I see. But getting you to say that it reminds you of it is still an accomplishment.
It's fairly good and a little familiar. It must have taken you a while to make all of this.
It wasn't a big deal. Cooking helps calm me. It's perfect for self-reflection.
You think so?
Yes, although I used to think it was a waste of time. I thought about what you said while I cooked.
Which part? I think I said a lot the last time we talked.
About how I wanted to roll over and die, and how that was selfish. It really hit me hard, thinking how much Naomi wants to live in her original body. And about how much all my friends who died in battle would have wanted to live. It made me realize that wasting whatever life I have left was disrespecting their memory.
Part of me thinks you're taking it a little too seriously, but I'm glad I got through to you.
I might be too serious. But I plan to live the rest of my life to its fullest.
How?
First thing is to get back to eating healthy with Naomi's recipes. I also want to reevaluate the way I spend my weekends. Maybe find a new hobby besides cooking.
Sounds like a good idea. And I'm sure your cooking will get better with practice.
Then I guess I'll keep at it. Would you mind tasting more of my food sometime?
Of course.
Thanks. I still have trouble figuring out what's good or bad since I've never been concerned about how my cooking tasted before.
You seem like you're enjoying it.
I am, although it stresses me out while I'm doing it. But maybe I enjoy that part too.
He looks so alive. Maybe he started to feel more positive about his life.
Do you remember the other day when I asked you how you were doing?
Yes, what was that about?
I'm sorry for the strange question. I just didn't know what to say to a young person. I only wanted to know how you were doing. If everything's okay, then that's good. You're a trustworthy individual. I know that now.
That's an honor coming from a veteran like yourself.
You really are cool, Kasane.
Cool.
You were a bit standoffish in the past, but you always just slice through those others. I wish I could do that. It's not really like me to say this, but I can't help but admire you. I think I'm starting to understand you better.
What a coincidence.
Hey, Kasane. Back when you were a cadet, you didn't really talk to anyone besides Naomi.
That's true. It's because I didn't find it necessary.
I see. But when I think about those times, I'm really glad that you talk to me like this now. Because it means that you find it necessary now. It'll push me harder to become someone you can really rely on.
I want to hear more about you. All right, tell me more about you as well.
Thanks.
I should talk to Hanabi.
Hanabi, about before. I said some insensitive things.
It's okay. I'm sorry I just left like that.
I've been thinking since then. I finally understand why you care about Yuito so much. So I want to help make your dream come true.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, you like Yuito.
Whoa! Let's talk outside, okay?
Huh? Sure, I don't mind where we talk.
Listen, you're mistaken. I don't like Yuito like that.
If you don't like him, do you hate him?
I don't hate him. I just don't like him as a man. Don't say things like that.
I didn't mean anything by it. I also looked into some objective data just in case.
Objective data?
For example, the temperature of your flames is 10% hotter when you fight alongside Yuito.
No way.
Also, your gaze during missions. Outside of battle with others, you look at him 80% of the time.
Oh, okay. That's enough. I admit it.
So you're saying you do like him?
Yeah?
I see. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I want to help you.
Thanks. Honestly, I thought you liked Yuito too at first.
You guessed wrong. The one who liked him wasn't me. It was my sister.
Naomi?
Yes. You look just like her when you talk about him. That's how I realized.
Oh.
If you like him, you should tell him.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't know what could happen if you wait. I want you to tell him how you feel. For Naomi.
Oh, but I just can't. Why are you in such a hurry?
We're OSF. If you don't tell him while you can, you may never get a chance.
Kasane, I understand that you're serious about this, but I can't say it yet.
Why?
Because I don't think I'm good enough for him yet. Not as an OSF soldier, or as a person. You said it before. It's immature to depend on people.
I said that because I didn't know you liked him.
No, you were right. You nailed it. That's why I got angry. You and Yuito both have your goals and ideals, but I've just been following him. I'm a member of the OSF, but I've never considered what it is I fight for. I can't stay like this. I need to grow up and get strong enough to stand on my own. What's important is that I become the kind of person who doesn't just depend on people, but can protect and support them when they need it.
Oh, okay. I can understand that. I thought the same thing about Naomi. I won't force you to tell him, but I'm rooting for you.
Thanks. That makes me feel better. Friends really are important.
You're welcome. It's rare for me to talk about a friend's love life.
That seems pretty normal to me. Is something funny?
Nothing's funny. I just think it's very interesting.
It sounds like you think it's funny. myself from charging forward in battle. I know how much you're covering for me and my reckless tendencies.
It's fine. Sometimes it makes it easier to fight when you're out in front like that.
Well, I guess that's nice to know. I'll just have to be careful that I don't overdo it from now on.
I'm going to be someone you can count on.
I'm always counting on you. And you can always count on me.
Hey, you free now?
Yes. What is it?
There's something I want to ask you. Come with me.
Why did you bring me all the way here?
Because nobody will overhear us. Look at this.
That's the analysis from a recent fight.
Don't worry about the details. I want you to look at the other kill rate.
Your numbers have been improving lately. You must be seeing results from your training.
Yeah, but you're doing even better than me.
Not by much. It's all within the margin of error.
Listen, that small difference you're talking about is something I've never been able to make up for. It doesn't make sense to me that no matter how hard I study and work, I still can't beat you. It's time I swallow my pride and ask you, what kind of secret training are you doing?
Secret training? I'm not doing anything like that.
No, there has to be some sort of secret strategy you're using.
I told you I'm not doing anything like that. If you watch me, you can see that I'm not doing anything special.
Are you saying that this is just a difference in our natural abilities? How? If that's true, then it doesn't matter what I do. I'll never be able to catch up to you.
I don't really understand. Is there a reason you need to catch up to me?
I should just be some baggage the rest of my life? I don't think so. I hate to admit it, but everyone in this platoon are top talents, even Kagero. I'm the only one that's different. I'm nothing compared to the rest of you. I have to work myself to the bone if I'm even gonna keep up.
And it's paying off. I don't see you as baggage.
Even after looking at the data? No matter how hard I train, this is the reality. If this is my limit, then I can't stay in this platoon!
Shiden, what should I do once I catch up to him? I don't know how to tell him how I feel.
Kasane? Shiden just rushed out of here.
Yes, I'm sorry. It seems like I've upset him again.
You don't need to apologize. I know you must have tried communicating with him. You two have such different upbringings and perspectives. You have to assume you'll have disagreements.
That means he'll never understand where I'm coming from.
Right. What do you want him to do?
What do you mean? I want him to continue fighting with us as a team.
Have you ever tried telling him? Why don't you catch up to him and say just that?
I have a feeling he might get angry again, but I haven't thought of a better way to reach out to him. Okay, I'll go after him. Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
Shiden is heading towards Seiran.
Haruka, how do you know his location?
I'm the team's operator. He just rushed out of the hideout, so I figured you two got into another fight.
Good call. That's exactly what happened. Thank you for telling me.
Good luck. I hope it goes well.
There you are.
Kasane? Why did you come after me? Get lost.
Where are you going? I understand that you're troubled. I can see how discouraging it is to work hard and not see results. But running away just because you couldn't become stronger than someone? That's not the kind of person you are.
You just overestimated me. This is what I'm really like. I'm not even that good. But my pride makes me constantly worry about everyone around me. I put on a facade because I'm scared I'm inferior to everyone else.
Don't take this the wrong way, but why are you so obsessed with being better than everyone? How useful an individual is depends on circumstances.
Have you ever been unable to control your own abilities?
You mean my power?
Yeah. When I was young, I caused an accident because of it. Nobody got hurt, but I was just lucky. The next time it happens, someone might get hurt. Worst case scenario, people might even die. I put on these insulation gloves and trained hard to control my power. But I can't get rid of that nagging feeling. Even back when I was still a kid, I've never been able to overcome my own weakness.
So you feel inadequate. I've never found you lacking. Our platoon needs your composure, analytic skills, and judgment. Please, come back to us. I want to keep fighting alongside you. And other warning.
Kasane, Shiden, others have been confirmed inside Seiran City.
Others? There was no forecast.
Sometimes the forecasts are wrong. Look, there are still citizens inside who weren't able to evacuate in time.
Let's go. We have to save them.
Yeah. Haruka, send us the others' location. That's right near my home.
What?
You didn't know either, Haruka? Is there a suppression force heading there now?
There's a patrol in the area.
They should prioritize evacuating the nearby civilians. My family should have already evacuated by now.
We should head to where they appeared. You must be worried about your family.
I don't need your concern. A member of the OSF should prioritize saving the citizens over their own family.
You can drop the act. If you lose them without doing anything, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
Okay, I'll go.
Yes, let's hurry.
Wait, you're coming with me?
Obviously. Hurry up or I'm leaving you behind.
Hey! Why are you taking the lead?
I'll support you from here. You two be careful.
What's going on? How are there still this many others?
The reports were wrong. There aren't even suppression forces. Let's go help.
Wait, will we be able to hold back that many others? Shouldn't we wait for reinforcements?
If we don't act now, they'll start attacking people. We have to slow them down here.
Against this many? That's suicide!
Who else is going to save them? This isn't a question about if we can do it. We have to.
Damn it! I know that. Captain Seto would say the same thing. There's no guarantee the civilians will be able to get away before the reinforcements arrive. My parents might. So we're the only ones who can stop them here. Captain Seto, give me strength. Let's go. You better pull your own weight.
Right back at you. Let's do this.
I confirmed a water attack. Are you okay? Being wet makes it hard to move. The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you. Drop something rare. This is pretty good. electrokinesis might work.
Nice setup. Show me what you got.
I'll do it! Check.
Kasane, go! It was thanks to my power.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Watch yourself.
I knew there were a lot, but this...
Where's your usual bravado? If you're tired, you
Useless. Checkmate.
can run back to the hideout. I'll take care of this.
Is that supposed to provoke me? How childish. But I'll go along with it this time.
Whatever. Now let's finish this.
You'll be shocked if you get attacked with electricity when you're wet. Be careful.
Youngster.
I'll do it! It's over.
Kasane, go!
Oh no!
It's covered in water. It'll be easy to electrify.
It got me. Damn. Time to fight back.
Thanks. Don't get cocky just because you helped me a little.
Not yet. Using the Shiden. Give it to me, Arashi.
The attacks to the outer shell are working. I'll try to break it. That seems to be the spot.
Use it well.
Get lost.
It doesn't matter how many there are.
That's all of them. Are you all right?
Of course I'm all right. Who do you think I am? I was careful not to let any of them get away. I'm pretty sure we managed to stop them all here. Haruka, this is Shiden. We exterminated the others that appeared at our current location. Are there any more sightings?
I was just about to contact you. We've confirmed that all others in Seiran have been exterminated. You two really pulled off quite the feat. Good job. There's a rescue team headed your way. All the civilians have been accounted for at the evacuation site. 0 casualties. That's good news, Shiden.
Thank goodness.
Why don't you go see your family?
No. I just needed to know they're okay.
Then let's head back to the hideout.
Sorry.
You did well out there and made some good calls. You really pulled your weight.
Enough with the flattery. I was too busy fighting to think about anything else.
That just shows how much you were able to focus. Neither of us had the time to think about anything.
I guess so. But this wasn't an official deployment. There won't be any data to evaluate.
Does that upset you?
No. I feel accomplished. I don't even regret putting on Captain Seto's mask.
If that's how you feel, then that's worth more than any analysis data.
You're right. This is the first time I've ever felt that there's more to an encounter than stats. I think I'll stay on the team for a little while longer.
You can stay as long as you want.
It's only as long as I feel I have something to gain. This platoon isn't as bad as I thought.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Just looking at you makes me angry.
I don't remember doing anything to you.
I'm not saying you did something wrong. I'm mad at... Watch out.
You're someone I can rely on in battle. You know, your personality aside and all.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? I'll return the same.
People probably wouldn't even recognize me dressed like this.
Oh, Kasane. Perfect. There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
What is it?
I just wanted to say thank you. I owe you my life.
You owe me your life. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, you know, at Arahabaki. You saved me when I almost lost my memory.
Oh, actually, it wasn't just me that saved you. It was Hanabi and all of us.
I'm grateful to everyone, but the only reason everyone was there in the first place was because you brought them. If even one of them hadn't been, my memory might not be complete. So, I appreciate your help. Thank you.
It's a bit of an exaggeration, but I suppose I should humor him a bit. All right, I accept your thanks.
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, it's kind of weird just talking normally like this.
Talking normally is weird?
I mean, we were enemies for a while, and now we're fighting together. Life sure is full of strange, unexpected things. Sometimes, I think that the fact that two people exist with the same power, in the same time, at the same place, might mean it's fate.
You can go ahead and interpret it however you want, but I don't believe in fate.
That's the Kasane I know. I guess it is kind of an exaggeration.
Well, I would say it's more logical than an exaggeration. We're only here because we chose to be. Whenever I hear the word fate, it just sounds like something given to us.
Oh, that's not really what I meant, but I see how it could sound like that. When I think of fate, I think of something from a past life, or like there's a strange power at work. But yeah, I just don't feel like I entirely chose this.
What do you mean?
Fate does seem like something being forced on us. But we meet and part with so many people all the time. All of that put together makes me who I am now. Like, my ability to choose is thanks to everyone.
If that's what you mean, I feel the same. If I were by myself, I wouldn't have been able to choose this path. He has a good point, I'll give him that. It's true that I'm here thanks to my sister.
Oh, right, I haven't told you yet. It's about Nagi. He's dead.
What? Nagi? You mean that Nagi? What happened?
He was subjected to the government's personality rehabilitation. And, well, he attacked me when he was ordered to take my brain. I thought there was something I could do for him, a way to bring him back. But I was too late. I couldn't save him.
I can't even imagine how hard that must have been. For you and Nagi.
He was a good guy. A really good guy. He didn't deserve that fate. He got roped into the government's conspiracy just because he knew me.
Even if he weren't friends with you, I'd imagine Nagi would still find himself involved if he joined the OSF.
But if he hadn't become friends with me, then the chance of this happening would have been much lower. It's my fault he lost his life.
Nagi was his own person. He made his own choices in life. He wasn't an extra in yours. Even if his life came to a painful end, I think it's arrogant to say it was only because of you. Also, I don't know how he truly felt, but I'm guessing he wouldn't want his friendship with you denied.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go through life not being friends with him either. That's why I wanted to save him. It's hard when someone dies. Since I've joined OSF, I've lost so many people. It's shocking at first, but it really starts to sink in later. I'll never get to see or talk to them again. Before, I could always just use brain talk to see and talk to them whenever I wanted.
Even so, the time you spent together wasn't for nothing. You can remember them whenever you want. We can't let it be for nothing. You said so yourself. The people we meet and the relationships we build, that's what makes us who we are.
You're right. I guess we just have to keep on living, embracing the memories of those who've passed. I'm really glad I didn't lose my memory. Thanks again.
I'm glad we talked. I feel better too.
We should have another talk like this soon. We're back on the same team again.
As long as it has some meaning, sure. I don't really like small talk.
That's fair enough. Looks like you're still you. I sure am glad we're working together again.
Yes, me too. He seems to have matured in some ways. And there's been so much going on lately. For both him and me.
Kasane, you're kind of like a lone wolf.
You mean that I'm isolated?
No, not like that. Sorry, maybe that was a bad choice of words. I meant that you can take care of yourself. I really think that's amazing.
I think I got to know you a little better. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe you did.
Everyone, Major General Fubuki is up.
Seems like he's all fine. Says he's ready to talk.
I see. I get the basic idea. The expansion of the Kunad Gate and Togetsu's schemes. You did a good job gathering all this information.
What we need to focus on now is stopping Togetsu's plans.
If we let them be, they'll just send someone else after us. And then civilians could end up getting hurt.
Do you have any idea how to stop them?
Well, I do have one idea. What if we were to shut down Babe, Togetsu's control computer? The Red Strings research, execution of the plan, that's all Babe.
So you're saying if we can shut Babe down, that will stop Togetsu's plans?
All right. You're the ones best suited to make a decision with the information we have, so I'll follow your lead. I'll leave Togetsu to you, but if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Could you act as a go-between for the new Himuka government and the Seiran provisional government for us? The new Himuka government is in a state of confusion. Solving that could restrict Togetsu's movements.
So you want me to get the governments to agree to a ceasefire?
If you can fan the underlying insecurity and suspicions the politicians have for Togetsu well enough, they'll definitely say yes.
Right, I'll give it a shot. I'm not a politician though, so I don't know if they'll listen to me. I'll use my influence as a regiment commander the best I can. I'll get ready for negotiations right away.
Fubuki, don't get yourself into trouble.
You too, sis. Take care of them.
think we're safe leaving Suo and Seiran to Major General Fubuki.
So, we're infiltrating Togetsu. What's our battle plan?
Kagero and Kyoka have useful information on the area. We should use it to make a plan.
Oh, sorry. Do you mind if I leave that to you, Major? Yuito, I want to talk to you before you go to Togetsu.
Okay. What is it?
You don't know? Hey, how about we go somewhere else? Let's see. I'll wait for you in Kikuchiba. Come when you have the time.
Kagero?
Sorry, I'll be right back. I'll leave the strategizing to you.
Hey, Yuito!
Hanabi, wait. Tsugumi, everyone, there's something I have to tell you.
You too, Kasane?
This is about Kagero, right? We should listen.
No. Kagero killed Yuito's dad? I don't want to believe it.
There is much I want to say, but perhaps we should follow him. I worry about leaving them alone.
That's why I told all of you. We should go to Kikuchiba too.
Hey, that other! It's the one we're supposed to take down!
Considering the situation at the scene, I thought Kagero may be responsible.
Whether it was Kasane or Kagero, the fact that the perpetrator was in the OSF will be even harder on Yuito.
Keep going!
You dropped something rare.
Leave it to me.
Are you alright? Your finisher was good, Kasane.
That reminds me, you graduated at the top of your training class too, Sheena. There were rumors of an amazing rookie at the time.
I was put in Kodama platoon, though. They had me doing all kinds of weird work that didn't let me show my true potential.
No, you made it through that platoon. You get points just for that.
Lend me your
I can
power.
see how much ability you have when we fight together.
Of course. You know the true way to look at things.
Still fight.
You're the most ethical of all the weirdos in the OSF.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you. Kasane, the enemy is
Got it. Check.
stunned and can't move.
I should use Hanabi's pyrokinesis.
I'm off.
careful. Beat it. We did it.
Took all the good shots, Kasane.
Show me what you got.
For you, Kasane.
Looks like we can't go any further. Nothing to open or destroy. Let's find a different path.
Wait, it is too early to give up. We might be able to get to the other side using my power. Please give it a try, Kasane. That was brilliant.
Got it. It's over.
Finish it, Kasane.
If Yuito learns the truth, he won't try to kill Kagero, will he?
Let's hurry and catch up to them. Give it to me, Arashi. Using the Shiden.
Kasane, the enemy is stunned and can't move.
Useless. I've got a nearby resource reading. Yuito, Kagero! Did we interrupt you?
Kagero, let me see your wounds. I'll try to fix you up.
Thanks, Tsugumi.
Did everyone hear that? About my father?
Yeah, Kasane told us. Are you alright?
I guess so. For now. Please, tell me what happened to him.
Right. Where to begin?
Kagero, this is just a conjecture on my part. But wasn't it orders from Togetsu?
It was indeed. I'm an assassin sent on a mission from Togetsu to infiltrate Suo.
I see. So you weren't hired by the Seiran government.
It seems Chairman Sumeragi was more distrustful of Togetsu than the former chairman. They considered him a threat.
So you assassinated him for Togetsu?
If I wanted to crush Togetsu's plans, Babe's plans, I couldn't be seen as a troublemaker. So it was self-defense. Had I done a little better, though, I could have fooled them and gotten by not having to assassinate anyone. Look, I'm really sorry about Chairman Sumeragi. If you tell me to face the consequences, I will. But first, I want to finish dealing with Togetsu. I know that's asking a lot, but please.
Who is the she you mentioned? Is she the reason?
I suppose I have to tell you. I have a family I left on the moon. A wife and a daughter. I first met my wife when we were getting ready to emigrate to Earth and had our daughter. If emigration no longer happens, my daughter no longer exists. I won't let that happen. That's why I have to do everything I can to stop them from using the red strings.
It was all to protect your daughter.
This was 2,000 years ago. She's been dead a long time, so I'm sure you think it all sounds silly. But I don't want my family, my daughter's existence, to be erased.
If your family is so important to you, why did you leave them on the moon? You could have just brought them to Earth with you.
I could have if I was a normal colonist, but that wasn't the case. I was an agent placed among the colonists. My job was to make the redevelopment of Earth fail.
Why? The moon spent 1,000 years fixing the Earth's environment, to sabotage it when it was almost finished.
Did things change on the moon? If my memory serves me correctly, I heard that something flew in from outer space.
You don't know? It's kind of a long story, but I'll tell you what happened 2,000 years ago. It was when Yakumo Sumeragi and the colonists immigrated to Earth. A comet passed close by the moon. The comet left behind the unknown substance called other particles in space. Gravity then began pulling those particles down to Earth and the moon. Earth was still mostly unpopulated, so the effects were unknown, but the moon began to have cases of people turning into monsters.
Monsters? Do you mean...
Yes, metamorphosis. If a living creature comes into contact with the other particles, they change into aberrations, into others. At the time, the redevelopment of Earth had moved to the final step of gravity control. If that were sabotaged, we could stop the other particles falling to the moon. Basically, that was the Moon Faction's plan, and I was an agent who had been given secret orders to carry it out.
Yakumo Sumeragi and the rest of the colonists were already on Earth. You were just gonna leave them to die?
It's terrible, I know. But people like Yakumo resisted the moon's wishes, and the plan ended in failure. So the moon put Plan B into action. They pushed the other particles toward Earth, surrounding it, and making it so we couldn't return home.
Other particles surrounding Earth. The extinction belt. I think it's safe to say that the moon's space technology is far ahead of ours.
The moon was overpopulated at the time, and I heard most of the people went to Earth. It was probably a plan to reduce the population.
I was cut off from the moon, so staying...
The metamorphosis might have spread. More people like my sister.
Even so, I believed that my family was safe, and joined Togetsu so I could return to the moon. I went in and out of cold sleep many times, trading off with comrades as we searched for a way to break through the extinction belt. But after several awakenings, I realized Togetsu had changed their plans. There was just no way I could allow them to reset history. That's why becoming a traitor was the path I chose.
I understand. My father wasn't perfect. He would often make mistakes, especially when it came to how he led the government. But he was family, the only father I had. I just can't forgive you for killing him. But it's because of that. I understand your desire to protect your family. So let's stop Togetsu together. I will always resent you. But I think I can stand up to them with you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I might have done something distasteful to further my goal, if I had taken a wrong turn somewhere as well. So, I think I understand a little bit of your actions.
You know, you're much more mature than I am. Or maybe I'm just too immature. I guess in the end, I made you decide after all. So lame. Let me help you stop Togetsu.
Are you finished?
Kasane, I caused you so much trouble. I'm sorry.
Stop acting so meek all of a sudden. It's weird.
Kasane, I thought you were the one who killed my father. I'm sorry I doubted you.
It's just as much my fault for not saying anything. When I wanted to kill you, I thought that having you hate me would keep me focused on the task.
I guess that makes sense.
So, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah, okay. That's enough talk for now, then. I'm sure you all have your own questions. Even I don't understand what's going on. But we have to work together and focus on what needs to be done.
If that is your decision, I don't think we have anything else left to say.
All right. So our main mission is to go to Togetsu as soon as we can and stop Babe.
What do you think of using my power to make everyone invisible in order to infiltrate it?
We should probably assume that Kagero and I are both known traitors by now.
We don't have time to dwell on it. It's dangerous. But I believe Kagero's plan has potential.
Togetsu probably doesn't expect an attack from such a small force. Let's consider it a sneak attack.
Okay, let's do it. First, we'll climb Hino Mountain and get close to Togetsu.
That was not good on my nerves. Don't scare me like that.
I'm glad you're both okay.
Wataru, Haruka, I'm sorry I made you worry.
I wonder, is my hair clip dirty?
Even if you don't need it, being invisible is fun.